Hi everyone, I'm Curt Frye, and in this movie I'd like to show you some cool things that you can do with colors in Microsoft Excel. I have created a workbook file where I have a couple of shapes over here and then some data that I will use to assign colors based on a conditional format that uses a formula as its base for comparison. So I'll click away from the shape that I selected and start over on the left. Let's say that I want to copy the format, that is the shape color and also the outline in this case, from this rectangle to the circle below. I can do that by clicking the shape and then on the Home tab of the ribbon, go up to the clipboard group and click the Format Painter button. It looks like a paintbrush. Once I click that, I can move the mouse pointer down and position it over the shape to which I want to apply the copied format. And you can see that I have a small paintbrush next to my mouse pointer. I'll click the shape and it's been applied. So that is a very quick way to copy a shape from one position to another. If you want information about a particular color that's been applied, then you can do that by clicking the shape and then go to the Shape Format Contextual tab of the ribbon and then click Shape Fill. So we'll get the fill color. And then most of the way down, click More Fill Colors. This will give you the Colors dialog box, and in this case, because I have a custom color applied, it opened to the Custom tab. If I had a standard color, then it would appear here. But in this case, I have custom. And you can see below that I have the color model, which is RGB, red, green, and blue, which are the primary colors for light, as opposed to red, yellow, and blue, which are the primary colors for paint and pigment. And then below that, I have the red, green, and blue components for each of these values. So I have 53 red, green is 62, and blue is 99. And these go from a range of 0 to 255. If you're doing any sort of advanced graphics work, then you might need to use the hex value, and that appears below. In this case, everything's good, so I will click Cancel and not make any changes. So that's how you can work with colors with shapes. Now I'll show you how to work with a conditional format based on a formula. I'll select the values from G4 through G15, and then on the Home tab of the ribbon, I will click Conditional Formatting, and then click New Rule. Then, in the New Formatting Rule dialog box, I can click the bottom rule type, which is use a formula to determine which cells to format, and I can edit the rule description. I will start by creating my formula. So I'll click in the Format Values for this formula is true box and type an equal sign because all formulas must start with an equal sign. And we're going to be comparing the values in the range that I selected starting with cell G4. So I'll type G4 and we want to know if the value is greater than or equal to the target value in J3. I'm okay with G4 changing because I want to check the values in G4, G5, and all the way down to G15, but I do not want J3, that cell reference, to change. So I will make it absolute by typing a $, then J, then $, and 3. Next, I can set the format for the cells where the condition is true, so I'll click Format, and I'll just give it a light green background. In this case, the Fill tab came up. If not, go ahead and click that, and then I'll click OK. There it is, and click OK again, and the format has been applied. And every cell with a value greater than or equal to 150 has a green background, and the two that don't do not. And the great thing about using a formula is that you can change the target value without changing the formula that uses it. So I'll go to cell J3 And instead of 150,000, I will type 200,000. So 200, then 3 more zeros and enter. And both the target value and the conditional format have been updated. So those are some cool things that you can do with colors in Microsoft Excel. I hope you enjoyed these tips, and if you did, please like this video and subscribe to my channel.